When you buy a house, there's always lots to do. Our new homeowners have a really long to-do list. Watch how we help them transform the outdoor spaces. All coming up next on For Your Home. Now, you might have a tendency when you move into a house to start working on the inside. But as long as the weather's nice, I suggest you start on the outside. That's where the curb appeal really begins. Now, in this backyard, this gate is the door to a lot of work ahead for these homeowners. There's no way to get from that gate into the backyard without walking through the grass. It needs a sidewalk. Now, the grass, well, there's not much grass here. It's mostly weeds and old dead Bermuda grass. We also have a lot of highs and lows. There's water standing in places. So we need to correct the grade of the entire backyard. Over here at the back of the garage, we have a door that's seen better days, so we're going to have to give that some attention. And again, it needs a walkway as well. On the back of this house, originally when it was built, the homeowners added a great screened-in porch and a deck. But they look really tired, and they're really not up with today's quality or style that we would like to see in a house in this kind of a neighborhood. Now, the big trees that we have around here have shaded out the ground so much that we can't really grow grass here. So it might be a great idea to extend the size of our deck right on out into the backyard. Here on the back deck, the structural foundation of it might be pretty sound, but the deck boards, because they weren't kept stained and protected over the years, they really need to be replaced. I think that we want to get Mick involved with this and have him do a whole redesign for us, keeping the screened-in porch concept, but totally reworking this deck area. Before you do any landscaping or any improvements to any of the outdoor living spaces, it's essential that you have a great plan. And what do I mean by a plan? Get an architectural plan for the landscaping as well as for your deck. By the time we're done, it's going to look like it deserves to be right across the street from a big country club. Lori just moved here from Cincinnati with her husband and 2 kids. They love the mild Carolina climate and can't wait to start enjoying their new home.
Slowly but surely it's coming along. The outside, I do not even know what plants are there. I feel very overwhelmed. The screen porch needs to be freshened up. I knew that the deck, something needed to happen. We knew that we wanted to add a fire pit. I contacted For Your Home. I found out about your show and just said, I'd like some maybe resources, help me out, and here you are. So I'm very excited to see what you come up with.
When it comes to building a new deck, I know the guy to give the call to, and that would be to Mick from Deckscapes. Mick worked with us last season on For Your Home to create a great backyard retreat, and I'm sure he can do the same here for Lori and her family. Hey, Mick, I'm excited about working together again.
Me too, Vicki. Great to see you again.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been talking with Lori, and she shared some of their concerns about what she and Rick are after. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do about this screened-in porch?
All right.
Let's start right
there. Off the bat, we're going to take off the walls, take off the screening, take off the ceiling, really brighten it up, open it up, take the floor out of there.
Okay, so you're still going to have a screened-in porch when we're done, but it's just going to be brighter, less post, and a more inviting place to be into.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You can see the deck boards are in really bad shape. This is all going to come up. We looked underneath, and the framing was in really good shape, so we can save a lot of that.
That's good.
We're going to take we're going to add a section out here, a good spot to put a table and chairs.
Okay.
We're going to have some stairs that come down to a lower deck out there, and we'll have the kitchen area over in that corner over there.
Okay. That's going to be great. It's going to be really handy right there.
Right.
What else you got planned for us?
Another neat feature we're going to do is we're going to take a pergola from the kitchen area over to the screen porch, about halfway out on the deck. Good spot to have some seating chairs in here. And there's a great jasmine plant on the corner which will grow up on top of this pergola and really give them a...
Well, I think that growing on a pergola is a lot better answer than letting it grow up the drain pipe, don't you? Okay, so now what else are we going to do? We need a bigger deck.
All right, I'm going to come down a little bit. We're going to have a couple steps that come down over here.
Right here?
to a big kind of wraparound deck to this side of the sitting area.
Okay.
We'll have some benches, some planters. We'll have a good spot for a fire pit, good spot to hang out down here.
Okay. Right.
A couple things that we noticed that were in the way. A couple branches have to come down. The landscaper will be in charge of that.
Okay.
And then some irrigation that's in the way will come out also.
Okay, well, I know that Dave's working on his plan for the backyard. Sounds like you've got a great idea and great plans here. I know Lori's got everything already approved, and I can't wait to see how it all turns out.
Great.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
You got it.
We have two big projects underway at the same time, a new deck and a new yard, and they are both shaping up great. Mick, this is really looking great. I'm loving this.
Thanks. Yeah, we really made some progress.
You have made a lot of progress, since I was out here the last time, and we've had some days of rain, which has caused a pretty muddy mess out here.
That's always fun, yeah.
For your guys. But, when we were talking about this at the pergola here, and we were looking at the drawings, I just didn't envision that it was going to be this large, and I really like that.
Yeah, it's more just for, setting up some chairs over here and sitting over here. You'll have your kitchen area, which will, it'll all tie it in once that grill goes in place.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. That'll be the perfect deal. And here with the screened-in porch, I know we've still got the screens and some work to do here, but, this is so open. Before there was a board here.
Right. Yeah, we eliminated about 4 or 5 of the mid posts in there.
Yeah, I really like that. That's so good. And then up on the ceiling in here too, you did a lot of. Tell me about this.
Okay, we took off that old, just a flat, boring ceiling. We put a beadboard panel up there, trimmed it out with some 1x4. And when it gets painted and stained, it's really gonna pop.
Do we know yet what color we're gonna do in here?
No, Lori and Rick will pick that out.
Okay. All right. Maybe they'll do like a little cream or something that will go with this.
We'll probably match all the wood. The treated wood will be matched to the house trim color. And then we'll stain the beaded ceiling.
Okay, that'll look really nice. That'll look really good. And well, Mick, I think it's another successful deck project by FYH and you. What do you think?
Thanks, Vicki. I really like the way the screen porch came out.
I do too. Before it was really dark and it was so outdated looking.
Sure.
This looks fabulous.
Yeah, we took all the walls down, opened it up a little bit. We put a nice light paint on it, so we brightened it up. We've got the stained ceiling inside. We put the new aluminum door on there.
I think this is really nice. The other one was kind of a vinyl thing, and it didn't really work very well.
Right, yeah, this will hold up a lot better. And we matched the handles to the house. It's got the retractable glass panel inside.
I like that a lot.
Our screen system that we used is it's a mini track screen system. Very low profile, very heavy duty, so that'll hold up to the elements.
Yeah, and this is different than what I've seen before, the kind with the old cap over the top of it.
Right. That had a tendency to warp as it got hotter outside.
Okay.
This will hold up a lot better.
All right, and it looks like it'd be pretty easy if you got a hole in that screen to repair this too.
It is. Just take the spline out and roll a new spline in.
Okay, and this is like a nylon screen too, right?
Charcoal fiberglass.
Okay, perfect. So that looks fantastic. I love everything that you did, the new open space that we have, and the lower deck, the planters, the benches. It's really a deck that's going to really function well, I think, for Lori and her family.
I agree. I mean, they've got plenty of space now. They've got a great eating area, entertaining area. Got the new pergola.
I know, once that vine starts coming out across there, it's really going to accomplish a lot of the things that we needed it to do as far as providing shade to it.
I agree, and we reused a lot of the old materials too. So
that's the nice thing about working with wood is that you can extend out your deck. This is the second time that we've done this, working with wood, is to be able to extend it out and not have to recycle as much or haul it off to a landfill.
Right, which is a big problem.
Yeah,
so we were able to use it quite a bit. Well, I know I love the way it came out. I wonder how Rick and Lori liked it.
Well, take a listen to what Lori had to say.
Okay.
I love it. Nick and his crew did a fantastic job. The screened-in porch is definitely, it's updated, it's new, it's more open. Melinda did a fantastic job on the hutch/bar, and now I feel like I can really spend some time out there, with the family and entertain. And then on this area of the deck, it's more of kind of a dining area itself, with the grill right there, with the pergola, beautiful. And then I have the lower level where we can sort of hang out, we can rest. Love the planter boxes that Nick did for me. They're wonderful. I love it. What do you think?
I think it's great.
This deck project was a lot of fun. Now Lori and her family have a beautiful outdoor living space that they can enjoy in this mild Carolina weather almost year-round. But For Your Home is not done yet. You have to join us next time to see how our landscape makeover turns out right here on For Your Home.